What's up, Yuma? I'm Johnny.
And I'm Ronnie.
And on today's program, we are going to have Lisa, who is the community liaison for that new hospital over here, not too far from us.
Exceptional, yeah.
Something. They have something going on in
like
October.
A Halloween.
Yeah, they're going to have a Halloween something, so she's going to be talking about that, as well as our very own Stephen Hennig from right here in the building.
Yeah, like you said, we'll find out what he does in his office.
Yeah, what does he do there all
He's
day?
so quiet.
No, but yeah, do know he's in Yuma Jazz. He's a jazz musician, so that's going to be really cool.
Nice.
Talk about that. So stay with us for What's Up Yuma Radio, beginning right now on KOFA 94.7 FM.
And you can also stream our show right now on the Border Radio Facebook page and the KAWC YouTube page, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Billy from Philly. Nick Papa Giorgio from Yuma.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome to... Oh, my mic is low or something. Yeah, I can hear myself now. Or just the headphones. Testing. Do you feel low?
I'm good.
Okay, cool.
And I'm
as long
Ronnie.
as we're good. That's Ronnie over there. All right.
There's always something going on.
Yeah, I can go with it.
Yep.
But welcome to another episode of What's Up Yuma Radio. I'm Johnny. And
now I'm Ronnie.
And that's Ronnie over there. And then we also, as promised, have Steve Hennig in the building. Well, he's always in the building. He
lives here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if he lives here, but he doesn't have an office here.
Yeah.
We do sleepovers.
Yeah.
You and Dave.
Yeah. Thank you for being with us,
Popcorn.
Steve. Yeah. Good
Glad
morning.
to be here.
Yeah.
I'm curious about what that intro music actually is. What is that?
So my buddy Aaron did that for me. He was in like a pop punk band. And so I reached out to him. I was like, I need some theme music. And he created something. And then I had him add to it. And
So
then all
it's
the
like
drums.
it's like audio coffee.
Yeah.
It wakes you up. That's exactly what I said when we first started. I was like, man, people are going to be like, wow, when they hear it. And it's funny because you as the musician in you, he's trying to break it down. He's trying what genre is this?
It's the caffeine genre.
Yeah, that's a morning show. You got to get up. Yeah, wake up.
We're here for
I know
you.
We're later at 10 o'clock. If you're waking
That's
up this
not late.
No, yes, 10
That's
o'clock.
early still for some people.
I guess so.
I'm sorry if you're getting up now, you missed the bus.
Yeah, yeah, possibly. So Steve, well, what would you say you do here? Okay, and did you get that line? Does anybody get that line? Am I the only one? Office Space? I say it all the time, and nobody. You
I
watch
haven't
Office
seen
Space?
it in decades.
Okay,
I'll have to watch
never
it
mind.
again. I know the red stapler joke.
Yeah, it's my stapler. Did you watch the movie Office Space?
No.
Okay.
Oh, he really wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
then. He's like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
totally lost.
Yeah. It's when they're about to fire everybody from this office and they're bringing everybody in and they just ask you, what do you do here?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah,
so you're trying to fight for your job.
Yeah, you're trying to fight
and
for your
everyone's
job.
probably like, I don't know what I do here.
Okay.
Anyhow.
All right. In that spirit, I do a lot of really important things.
There you go.
The station would not exist if I wasn't here. So I do what is called development. And so that means a couple of things. It's audience growth.
Okay.
So, through things like this, through things like events, when we sponsor events, when we put on events, then some of those people that goes to those things, they will see that we're doing it on. Some will check out the station and some will become listeners. So there's that. And then the other part is agreements with community entities like, organizations like, say, we do trade agreements with, say, the Yuma Crossing National Heritage Area and the Chamber of Commerce and the Yuma Art Center, things like that. And then also agreements with businesses that get represented. We call it underwriting. And that would be like all of the businesses that you hear throughout the day on KAWC and some on Border Radio that are represented in that way. So we work out those agreements. And for me, it's a lot of fun because all you're doing is you're connecting with these people and showing them, hey, this is what we do on the air. Would you like to be a part of it? It could help you in this way. And we go from there. So
you're trying to get them to kind of be sponsors day sponsors?
Day sponsoring is one part, but underwriting is ongoing messaging.
Okay.
Right. And so, but what I try to do is just make a connection with those organizations and just let them know how it might be beneficial. If they want to do it, it's great. And then we go from there. So for me, the fun part is just connecting with all of these organizations, individuals, businesses, and all that sort of thing. So for me, it's just a lot of fun to be here.
Yeah. And let's go back into a little bit of the past now. So what brought you to Yuma originally?
Oh, Okay, so let's see. I was working in San Diego. I was managing what was called the Yuma, the San Diego Gilbert and Sullivan Company. It was a light opera company. It had its own orchestra, performed in Balboa Park. And so what it amounted to is lots of responsibility and very little pay. So I was looking.
Nobody wants that. Else. That sounds horrible.
And so, I mean, it was fun.
But it was fun.
It was great. So you find out an awful lot about putting on performances, getting people to attend, that sort of thing. You learn a lot. It's a big learning experience. But then I was looking to do something else, and my dad had moved here. My dad and mom had moved here, and he was building houses. So I came and built houses. I got a contractor's license. So for about 10 years, building houses.
So what year is this?
So it would have been like 80. 87, 88, 80, somewhere in there.
So around there. So you go from what'd you do for it again in San Diego?
I was the business manager for it was Light Opera Company.
So, but what does that entail? Like,
so it entails all of the things like the performances, when they're coming up, how you promote it, what goes in the programs, making the deals with the union, the musicians union for the orchestra, all of this stuff.
Wow.
So, I mean, it's
a managerial role.
Well, yeah, managerial, but it was also I was the only one. So
you did everything.
I managed myself.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But then you go into working with your hands.
Yeah. So to go into the building thing, what I did was I went back up to Salt Lake City and I worked with a framer that we knew up there and learned all about framing and finished carpentry. And so I went into mostly finished carpentry, and then I just took over the general contracting. So I did that for about 10 years. So you built
the stuff with your own hand? Oh, wow.
Well, some of it. No,
not all
a lot of it is subcontracting. And so you learn a lot there. I mean, it's like all this stuff. Like I tell you what, in all these instances, you really learn to appreciate people that do what's best for the final result. For example, with subcontractors, the easiest thing is to do whatever is easiest for them. Well, we'll just do it this way. But there are certain individuals you find that say, no, actually it'd work out better if we did this. It might be a little bit more for them, and those are the people you cherish. So that's another life lesson, is that you just
no shortcuts.
The people in your life that you cherish are those people that care about what's going on and the end result, things like that.
That's right.
Right. So you get here, you're doing construction. And did you like it?
Sure.
You did? Oh,
absolutely. Okay. Yeah. There's nothing better than when a house is done and you can walk through and see it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And that you were a part of that.
Yes. Oh,
gotcha.
I did this because along the way, you've got blueprints, but there's also things you can do. How we could do this. We could do this. And to see that end result, I just love that.
And I can imagine being real flexible because issues pop up all the time.
Yeah. It's more than full time. And what happened was, so when we started having kids, my wife was working full time and this was more than full time. Something had to give. So I quit doing that altogether. And I started doing some different things out at the home and things like that.
Did you have your own company though for the construction?
Yeah.
What was it called?
Yeah, it was Hennig Enterprises.
Nice.
So when did you start playing the trumpet?
In junior high.
In junior high. Okay.
Wow. We're jumping way back.
Yeah. Okay. So were you like always, did you gravitate towards it? Was that just like the only instrument there? Like you're just like,
the one in the
we
corner.
need a trumpet player. But
well, I started playing piano. I took music lessons at piano, and I didn't like piano very much.
Why?
But I think it was because of the process, the way the teacher handled it and stuff like that. It was just not. There was nothing fun about it. And later on, my parents decided, well, you got to do something other than what you're doing, because I was going to be a baseball player, and you got to do something else. And they said, well, if you're playing what instrument? And they every Sunday morning played Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass records, and so trumpet. And so I learned that stuff along the way. I heard Louis Armstrong on the radio, and I just loved that. So I started like figuring out just playing along with albums and playing what he played.
So you had a trumpet at that point? Like you said, Mom and Dad, you want me to do something else? I want a trumpet.
They gave me a trumpet that I still play today.
Oh
wow.
Yeah. And it was at the time, I didn't really appreciate it at the time, but it was a Bach Stradivarius from 1972 or something like that. 70, whatever. It's still and I've had something else in between because that one kind of broke down. I got it fixed. I got it re-silver plated, and it is the best thing in the whole world.
That's awesome. I'm curious. So why did they not want you to be a baseball player?
It's not that they didn't want that. They said you need to do more.
Oh, okay, that's not enough.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, you can't just decide I'm going to do this
And then be done.
I still owe my sister $5 that she doesn't know about, that I had bet her that by age 30 I was going to be a professional baseball player, and she knew by 30 you're retiring. You know?
Yeah.
And anyway, we forgot about that. So I'm hoping she doesn't find out that
She's listening.
She's gonna want that. You're gonna
that
cash
$5.
Yeah, you're gonna cash
with
out for the
interest
money.
over the years. I don't know.
So the trumpet, and the reason why I bring it up is because you are what would you say, the leader of the band? How do you say that when you're the jazz musician? What is that?
Oh, the commandant, right?
The commandant? Is that what you say? Like, is there like a word for it in the jazz world?
There's not.
Okay.
We really play that down because we're a team. No,
Okay.
I don't know. No,
But Yuma Jazz?
Yeah. So I started playing when I was in junior high, and that's what I am. I am a musician. I do these other things.
And that's how I
what
see. That's why when you talk about the construction, I always view you as an artist, right? But then I guess what you said is like when the house is done, you get to see your art, right? So that's more of that art in you. So okay, so then you're a trumpet player, and did you start playing with bands immediately, or like as soon as you're out of school?
Well, yeah. Well, let's see. When I was in junior high, there's junior high in Texas. There was marching band. You did junior high marching band because they're into football, and that was great. And I would play the national anthem by myself, that sort of thing. And so I loved that. But even at that age, then I formed a little group, and we did in the stands at basketball games. So I'd arrange music, and I had some guy show me how. Oh well, no, you could arrange this. So you could put these notes in thirds, and you can the chords work like this. And so started learning how to write back then and everything.
Oh,
so,
you learned how to write
absolutely.
that early.
That's what I do now. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
and
but I didn't know that early. That's pretty cool.
And so then I went through high school, and I got a scholarship, jazz scholarship, to go to the University of Utah. So I went to that, and then but I wanted to go elsewhere, so I actually got a scholarship then to go to UNLV. So I went there, and there you get to at that time anyway, you could play on shows and get college credit for it. With the guy that regularly plays it there, and you're ready to step in if you mess it up or something like that. So that was a thing. So, and so then just went on from there.
So you're from Texas?
I was born in Alabama. My dad was Air Force. So he was in the Air Force way back when there was Air Force base here, when the Marine base was an Air Force base.
Oh,
50s.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
So that's
history.
how, after all those years, that they kind of moved back here eventually.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So did you know that you wanted to be in a band beyond that, though? Like I'm talking about like a group of musicians past just in a college setting or
right. So in college, like at UNLV, I got to play with Gladys Knight.
Wow.
Tony Orlando. I played with in the orchestra that was playing behind Pavarotti.
Wow.
And all this stuff. But what I really wanted to do was the stuff that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so my life's mission has always been
so
that.
there we go.
Like, I'm the boss.
to play the kind of music. So if we like
so what's the difference? Like what are you saying? Like you're playing with big names, you're in there, you're part of it, but there's something unique inside of you. Like I want this sound or this, I want to go this direction.
Right. So in Las Vegas, at the time, and there's many less musicians there now at the time. So when I was there and wanting to break into that, the musicians went on strike.
Wow.
And so a lot of them just lost their jobs. There's much less live music. They will use recorded music from LA and they will use that. And so that took over a lot of it. Anyway, but so for playing with names and stuff like that, the thing is the musicians there would play the same show for years, twice a night. And that is not, I mean, it would be great. I mean, it's difficult. It's demanding. I make a lot of money, but that's not why I got into music.
Yeah.
And so for me,
it's like the residencies they have there. People play for like a year.
Yeah.
Like that's the same
or
show
there'd be
every
a show
night.
and they would change up a couple tunes if so-and-so was the guest or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But for me, then I always wanted to do what I wanted to do. And that, so for me, the avenue for that is jazz because likewise, if I was playing in a cover band, like you play, like the make it sound like it was on the record or something like that would not do it for me. So jazz allows you every single time that you perform, it's different because you're improvising. The group is improvising together. And so you're able to create every single time. And sometimes it works great. Sometimes it's like, but that next opportunity. So I'm always looking forward to that next opportunity.
But you know what's great about it is we don't know that it sounds bad. As the audience, we're like, this is beautiful. You guys are like, oh my gosh.
So for me, bad is not, it's not bad. It's like, okay, so you're playing a solo and you're listening to what's going on around you and you're playing. And if it's not going well, it's just like, I'm just playing notes. There's just notes. It means nothing. Okay. If it's going well, it's like, yes,
you're in it.
It just, it's working. Everything's working. It sounded great.
That's cool.
And yeah, so that's what I seek all the time.
Yeah.
So do you improvise a lot, like still to this day when you go out, or do you have like
every single time?
Every single time?
Yes.
So, yeah. There's no like set song.
Oh no, there'll be songs, right?
But
a song is more like, instead of like playing the way it was on the record, it's like a canvas. You've got the melody, you've got the chord changes, and the drummer's making up his part, the bass player's making his part, the guitar player's making his part. I'll play the melody, but then there's also solos. So then that's completely, what do I play now? And that is the challenge. That's the excitement. That's what I love.
Okay, so I'm trying to follow this. So like you're saying, it's not going to sound like what it's on the record. You have this layout of maybe a song that is on an album, but you're going to be able to add like a little flavor to it, a little sauce to it. Is that what we're doing, or?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then you're like wrong.
You were just wrong.
Help me understand.
So
for us non-jazz musicians,
us normal people.
So it's like, okay, so we play through the tune, right? The tune. And then you're going to play those same chord changes. You're going to repeat them, but over the top of it, you create a new song. You create melodies. You create, you improvise. You create new stuff that has not been played before.
So that's not extra. That's
well, the way you were saying it was more like, we'll make it sound a little jazzy. And it's not
okay.
that.
So
it's every time that you do this, you're creating. So it's something new every time.
Yeah. Makes sense.
It's a challenge. It's like you've got to have a certain mastery of the instrument and understand some musical theory and have an ear.
And then you got to hear, because what the other people are doing. Yeah, they're like, okay.
And so when it's magical is when everybody is tuned into that, and something will come down and it'll build up.
And it becomes like electric. You can kind of feel it, get the goosebumps and stuff like that.
That's how you know. That's for me when I feel fantastic, is when you get this, that was great. Aha. Those aha moments. That is what you strive for all the time. So that's the part that excites me, and that's what we aim for.
Well, this is a lot to take in, so I'm going to take a break right now, and we're going to come back with more. And I talk a little bit more about history, because I think I originally met you. You were at the Visitors Bureau for a time, so we're going to talk about that a little bit. We'll be back after a short break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Student educational opportunities at KAWC and Border Radio are supported by Church for the City in Yuma, a Christian congregation serving people of all ages. The church offers worship services, Bible study groups, and family programs, as well as community activities throughout the year. More information is at ctcfamily.com.
Good morning. This is Cecilia Holland-Braithwaite from the KAWC newsroom. We expect a sunny day in Yuma with a high of 95 degrees, winds at 5 miles per hour out of the southeast. Tonight, clear with a low of 71. People are using ChatGPT and other artificial intelligence apps to help them with emotional issues. But experts say they are not a substitute for therapy or companionship. This top NPR news story can be found at kwc.org/NPR-news.
The Yuma Rotary Club will present the 67th annual Walt Cammon Sausage Fry starting at 4:30 on December 5th at the Yuma Civic Center. The event, which will include music and prizes, supports local scholarships administered by Yuma Rotary. Event details and tickets are available at yumarotary.org.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We're here talking to Steve Hennig. And so I brought up the Visitors Bureau because that's where I originally met you, I believe. I was doing some stuff with them with a former company of mine. But off air, you told me you were here first, and then you went over there for a time, and then you came back.
I look at the Visitors Bureau. I was there for about a year, and that was like a sabbatical.
Okay.
So it was like a little vacation.
Okay.
And then I decided, well, no, this is where I belong.
So how'd you end up here?
Okay. All right. In between, I was managing Ballet Yuma.
Okay.
After building, because I had mentioned that, like we couldn't continue that. That was just not going to work.
Mm-hmm.
But that was something I could do, that was a lot more flexible. So I
Gotcha.
did that. And then that came to a point where I thought, I need to be doing something else.
Mm-hmm.
And the person that was kind of doing what I'm doing now was leaving. And so I just contacted and say, hey, do you need somebody? I can do that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been a smash hit ever since.
Oh, that's great. I love it. Like so that's how who did it before you? You remember the name?
Jennifer. I forget her last name. And she went on. She moved to somewhere in the LA area, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember, but that was like 14 or 15 years ago.
So you ended up over here. Were you excited to work in radio, or was that like?
Absolutely. No,
Mhm.
it's very. What I tell you, what I really like is the people
Mm-hmm.
that work here, and like I had mentioned, like the community, connecting with businesses, organizations, individuals,
Mm-hmm.
that allows for that, and that's the awesome part.
So when you got here, did you have like your demo CD ready? Like, can you play some of my jazz music?
Yeah.
on there? Did you
Do we
like
play your music?
No, but
because they
but
do,
Dave
right?
Has,
Oh,
Dave
yeah.
has played a number of things, and
Mhm.
every once in a while I'll hear something. I'll go, "Hey, Dave, I heard that too." No, so we have the group Yuma Jazz Company.
Yeah.
Has recorded 7 original music CDs.
Wow.
And that, if you could look at our website, there's reviews from all over the world, from media entities from like Brazil and Colombia and Argentina, Germany, Israel.
We're in the presence of greatness right
Wow.
now, Ronnie.
That's why I feel like I'm just quiet, because I didn't know you were so deep.
Oh,
Like there's
yeah.
so much to your
but
story.
I know, deep down I'm shallow. So,
yeah.
You hide it well.
Yeah.
No,
And
but
so-
like you've done so much.
Yeah, very
no.
accomplished.
Yeah.
No. You just do what's in front of you, and those. We have those recordings, and once in a while I hear them on air here, and that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
It doesn't translate to money. It's like you
Dave,
have.
figure out a way to get this man some more money.
Most passion doesn't. Like you do it
Well,
because you
no,
love
that's
it.
true,
Yeah.
The thing is, like, you can have all these songs that are on,
Mhm.
like, say, something like Spotify, and they could be downloaded quite a bit.
Mhm.
But when you're getting a quarter of a cent per
Yeah.
download, there's nothing there.
You get
So
your like
for me-
$25 royalty check. You're like,
Do you
yes,
have ASCAP and
you.
BMI? Do you have ASCAP and BMI?
What I do is through that platform called CD Baby.
Oh,
that-
CD
that
Baby, yeah.
licenses
Oh.
to
Yeah.
all these different entities, and yeah, you're right. I set the bar very low for when they pay off. It's $25, and maybe like, I don't know, 6 months or something like that. It's-
Yeah, it's horrible.
Anyway, so there's nothing there, but it's that I look at the recordings as more of a documentation.
Exactly.
Of what we're doing, who we're playing with, what we're playing, and like I said, it's original music.
Yeah,
So
for like
you
your
have a
kids and your grandkids to hear and be
Yeah.
like, that was dad.
yeah,
That's really neat.
yeah,
Okay,
you
so
never know.
original music part. So you told me what it's like to go do maybe somebody else's song.
Mhm.
So the original music, is that something you sit down and write, and then you tell the rest of the folks, like, okay, this is where we're going to go. This is this note or key, or hopefully I'm using the right words.
Oh,
This
you're
is the melody.
So spot on.
Okay,
It's
cool.
crazy.
Yeah.
Man,
He's guessing.
this is like Mr. Juilliard
Yeah,
over
yeah,
here.
all right. But is that how it works? Like
What it
with jazz? Because it's a different animal with jazz for sure.
Yes.
yeah. So it works exactly the same as if you're using somebody else's tune,
Mhm.
and you would write it out the same way. You write a melody, chord changes, a style, anything in particular you want in there. You put down this little lead sheet, like one sheet of paper,
Mhm.
and then you discuss it. Like if there's something that special we're going to do with that, what you would like, and then you go through it. The group. By the way, never rehearses anything. We've never rehearsed
Wow.
anything. You
I
just
love
see
that.
what it is, and then we play through it, and then okay, next time try not to screw it up so much, and then we go on.
Were you listening? You were off track.
But no, it works out exactly the same. So and for me, it's coming up with certain types of feels, styles, and then a melody,
Mhm.
making something work, and And so somehow I've always been able to do that, come up with stuff that works, that I like anyway.
So then the stuff that works, then you say like, okay, we're going to take this to a studio now and we're going to record it, or like, is it even the improvisation inside of the studio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You set up the same way. And the best, so we did several when we first started at a place called Chaton Studios in Phoenix. Great engineer, great studio. They went out of business at some point. Then we did a one in San Diego, and then we've done the last several in San Luis.
Oh.
It's a place down there. It's called 512 Studios. Mario Hernandez.
Mario.
He's the engineer.
Yeah, Mario's great.
And he's a great engineer. He has this great setup. And so what makes it work is when you record it as if live. So typically when things are recorded, everything's separated. And you can take, like you record one track, another track over it, and that sort of thing. Or if you're doing some of the things together, you can completely eliminate one and replace it with something else. But to make this work, you have to kind of record it live. So we would be all together where we can see each other, hear each other, and you have to play it through, because you can't really take something out. Because if you take it out, it's also in the other mics.
Sure.
So there's not that, whatever you do, it's a through
there.
performance each time. And so it's that same method of listening to each other, making something happen. And it's,
but I like that you're all together, like making this, because some people that do songs aren't even in the same state. Like they sing their track and send it off.
Well, that's what he was saying.
Yeah,
like that's most typical.
That's crazy
like
to me.
I've been in a studio, and then it's like, okay, we're going to lay the drums on Thursday. So the
It's like,
drummer
what?
shows up, and then he has headphones on, and he's hearing what the
I feel like
guitar
it's so,
player and
like,
the bass player,
But this music requires that you
Yeah.
kind of listen to each other. And, historically, this is the same way they were doing it in like the 1940s
Wow.
and 50s and 60s, and until they started really getting technical with it, separating everything out. You get better, I think, individual quality if you separate things. But that group experience.
Do you still play at Lutz?
Yeah,
You guys
during
still play
the
at Lutz?
summer, that's a summer thing that we've done for years and years and years.
Yeah.
On Fridays, we've set up the Lutz Summer Jazz Series, which is sponsored by KAWC and Border Radio.
Nice.
We've done that for years, and we love the people there. Bob Lutz and that whole family, they're just wonderful.
They love you.
And they have brought us back for many years. Yeah.
So putting out albums, you said you have 7 of them now?
7 or 8.
Seven or 8?
Let's say
I think
8.
one might be a compilation, like of the early years or something like that.
Any future albums that
sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure. I don't have anything specific in mind. It kind of depends on your personnel and what is going to work or what you think will work, and then come up with stuff. So something will happen. I just don't know what.
And then the reason why I bring that up is because off air, you were telling me there's going to be jazz every week right now in the season for how long?
There is.
Like, and go ahead and plug all the places that you're going to be.
Yeah.
If you want to get his autograph, this
Show
is
up
where,
at one of these places.
Show up at one of these.
Good Lord.
Oh, you're so humble.
If you want to suffer through,
Yeah.
this is
Oh,
where you
no.
do.
No, it's great. No, your music's amazing. I love it. I love going.
Okay,
either-
so
Yes.
So
Tell us.
for quite a while now, we've had music going every single week, like live jazz every single week in Yuma, which is kind of fascinating to me anyway, because it's kind of a rural place. I mean, mostly this is a country town or a top 40 town or whatever. I mean, bar music kind of town. But we've managed to have this happen where there's live music every week throughout the year. Okay, so currently, what's coming up next will be October 10th. We're starting at Juliana's. And so that's kind of like a more sophisticated, stuff that we do there.
You're out at the patio.
A little bit more progressive,
Yeah, like-
sophisticated. It's beautiful. I love playing there. It's perfect. And that is going to be every Friday from 6 to 9 through Mother's Day, so through the first part of May.
Wow.
So there's that. And then Saturday nights, starting in November, we have been playing there, but we'll start up again in November. We'll be at the Hills Gastropub. And that is, we do different versions of different styles of New Orleans music there.
Because that's the vibe over there at the Hills.
So Chef Eddie, he loves the New Orleans cuisine. And so all that stuff is available, like beignets and gumbo and jambalaya and all that stuff. You can get there, and the music to go with it's fantastic. Everybody should go. And then and then we also are going to be doing brunches at the Hills as well.
Oh, okay.
And that is from like 10 to 1 every Sunday. till we can't do it anymore, or we'll see. And then coming up in January is going to be the start of the Village Jazz Series. So that's every Thursday night, 6 to 8 p.m. It's free. You bring your own seating, your own folding chair, and we've got I organize that for them all, and we've got.
I've been to that.
Yeah, we've got that schedule all set. We have fantastic guest artists coming from like LA and San Diego.
So you do the
Phoenix.
Booking for all of that then? You find the
Wow.
artists, like you'd be good if maybe they could do a certain night.
And certain people, no, I don't think we have you here. No. Some of those people. No. So it's worked out. It's absolutely great. It starts January 15, and it's going to be let's see, Renee Grant Patrick, fabulous singer from Phoenix, with Nicole Pesci, who's an even better pianist, just incredible. They started off, and then we have Rob Thorson from San Diego. We've got this fabulous singer, kind of a Frank Sinatra type singer, Dennis Gittins, who is coming with Ed Kornhauser, a piano player, who just a couple years ago was got the best jazz artist in San Diego award. So people like this, and we got the Danny Green Trio that plays all over the country, and so all these things are great. Anyway, you find out about all these things. You go to yumajazz.com.
Nice.
And so all of these things are listed separately, like the Hills, Juliana's, Lutz Casino when in season, and the Village Jazz Series schedule is already there. So
Wow, you're super busy.
I am so busy.
Yeah, but
You have no time for anything
it does
else.
definitely sound like you're busy, but you love it. You seem very upbeat
Absolutely.
and positive about it. It's not like,
Keeps you
oh,
busy.
yeah,
Being
gotta go to
busy is
work.
good.
And to me, it's just amazing that all this works and continues on. I just absolutely love every aspect of it.
And you are like, lack of a better word, like the godfather of it, right? Like
I
you're
am the godfather. Yes.
Yes,
You
because-
scare me. No, I'm just kidding.
really, because you're the linchpin. You're the one putting it on. You're the one that's leading all of this. And you, like you said, in a town which is mostly probably country or Hispanic music, and you have this little world where the jazz, and you could go hear it at a number of places.
You
here.
have a
And
following
people go
for
in
sure.
and enjoy it.
Yeah. So for me, it's just kind of crazy. It's fantastic. for
It's
me that
crazy, like it kind of worked out,
Yeah.
like this thing.
You're like,
that you
they
wanted
love
to
us.
do.
They love us.
I tell you, and there's a trick to it.
Mm.
If anybody wants to know, here's the key to success, and that is
Amazing.
whatever you're doing, you come last.
Mm.
So typically artist types, they're all about their art, and I'm doing my art and I'm doing this. But to make something work, you have to come last. The people that are around you, the venue, the people that are working with you, they have to benefit from what you're doing. Because if there's not a benit, it does not continue.
Well, they
You
don't
have-
want to do it anymore.
You have to put yourself last. You have to make the thing work for everybody else, and then you can be successful. You can continue.
I love that. That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
come to you with all my life problems.
Yes,
There you
that's
go.
it. You're like a mentor now for
And he's
all of
right
us.
down the hall.
I know, that's cool. He's gonna have a line over there. People like just
Like knock
asking.
knock. Can I talk to you?
So before we let you go, if somebody wants to be an underwriter for or day sponsor, just let everybody know about that.
And I got to tell you, it's a fantastic thing. All the stuff we do on the station is beneficial to lots of different businesses and things. And all you do is just contact me through the website, KAWC.org. There will be a thing there for how to contact. It's info at something like that. But yeah, just do it through KAWC.org.
And to be a day sponsor, it's really cool. I just want to bring this up. I think it was Sunday. Prison Hill was a day sponsor because it was like National Beer Day or something.
It was National Drink a Beer Day.
Drink a
By
Beer
the way,
Day.
I
Okay.
get to write all of those announcements too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that on Sunday. I was like, oh, how cool. Like that worked together like perfectly for Prison Hill. So
Neat.
cool. So thank you so much for being with us. I appreciate it. We are out of time. I know our next guest is out there. So we'll be back after a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
What's Up Yuma is sponsored by Sunrise Cleaning, serving the Yuma area's residential and commercial cleaning needs. Sunrise exclusively uses eco-friendly cleaning products and provides specialty services such as solar panel cleaning and pressure washing. More information and appointment booking at sunrisecleaningaz.com.
For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon. Adelita Grijalva was elected as the first Latina from Arizona to Congress 1 week ago. When she will get sworn in, however, is still unknown. Grijalva, the daughter of the late Congressman Raul Grijalva, flew from Phoenix to Washington, D.C. late Sunday evening. On Monday, the Associated Press reports House Democratic Whip Catherine Clark sent a letter to Speaker Mike Johnson. Clark urged Johnson to reschedule House votes this week so that Adelita Grijalva can be sworn in. Grijalva has pledged to sign a discharge petition regarding the release of the Epstein files. Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted sex offender who was on trial for trafficking young women and girls for sex. Republican Representative Thomas Massey of Kentucky says Trump and Republican leaders are blocking the release to protect wealthy friends. For KAWC News in Yuma, I'm Victor Calderon.
The Arizona Western College Community Band will perform in concert at 7 in the evening on October 6th at the Schoening Conference Center on AWC's Yuma campus. The band will present pieces that represent a range of contrasting styles from the symphonic band repertoire. More information is available under events at azwestern.edu.
This is folk singer Michael Jonathan. Join us on Wood Songs this week. We have Kelly Baker, an amazing New York City blues performer laced with the spirit of Appalachia, and Reese Shadd, a storyteller, instrument maker, and a finger-picking guitar master. Both artists and more on this week's broadcast of the Wood Songs Old Time Radio Hour.
This evening at 7 p.m. on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
The KAWC Student Newsroom is funded by the Local News Initiative at the Community Foundation for Southern Arizona, the Scripps Howard Fund, and by generous local support. Thank you for supporting the next generation of public media. Learn more about the project and hear stories from emerging journalists at kawc.org/student newsroom.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up, Yuma Radio. We are here now joined by Lisa Brazeel with
an eel.
Brazil with an eel. Yeah, we learned that on the
Right
short
now.
break that we had. How to say that. But yeah, thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
You are the community liaison for exceptional. It's a hospital. It's a community hospital. Can you explain a little bit what that means?
Well, we opened August 15th, 2022. Our CEO saw that there was a need in rural areas. So we kind of focus on our rural areas.
Okay.
In a community that needed additional services.
Yeah. And this is the hospital right here.
Yep, we're right here.
We pass it every day on the way
You
here.
do?
You guys actually put staples in my son's head.
Oh,
So
goodness.
he got hurt at school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did a
Yeah.
great job.
We
It's healed.
we have a great staff. We really are. We're small, very friendly, short wait times because we can be.
Yes, that's why we went there, because there was
Yeah.
no wait. We went to the ER and it was like 2 hours. And I'm like,
Right.
this kid's head needs to be closed.
Yeah, that's kind of our, our strong point.
It was
is it's-
fast, yeah.
Yes, and we have great doctors on staff, so it's a win-win for the Yuma community, and that is our main focus. That's what.
So
that's
did
what
you
we love to do.
move here with the company? Is that okay? So
Tell us the Yuma story.
Yeah. So how'd you end up in Yuma?
So what, the hospital or me?
No, you.
Just me personally?
you.
Yeah.
So I came here kind of on false pretense.
Oh, okay. Somebody lied to you, huh?
So
Who's this liar?
They're like, we're
my
going to
husband.
Cancun.
Oh, your husband,
my
that liar.
husband.
Oh, my
Yes,
goodness.
the Brazil. That's where the word comes
Okay.
from.
He's in trouble.
So my husband farms. We were living in California, Los Angeles area, originally from California.
Okay.
And his family is from here. Brazil is a very old, established name here. in
Okay.
Yuma. One of the four, the area down by like where Yuma Catholic, all of that is, that was actually Brazil farmland.
That's like
okay.
by the area I live in.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So his father was actually growing in the area, wanted, my husband's name is Michael. Hey, Michael.
Hey,
Wanted
Mike.
Michael to come and help. Promised maybe 2 years we would be here. That was.
So that was the lie.
That was that was
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but remember, I'm a California person.
Yes.
Okay.
So, coming to Arizona was no.
Oh.
We grew up
This
hating
is a
Arizona
sin.
license plates. Yeah.
Why? Because we drive slower?
because you invade our beaches.
Oh,
yeah,
God. We're
for
like
sure, yeah.
we're like
You know?
parasites in California.
Yeah,
It
we do like to
was,
do
but
that.
Now I'm an Arizonan for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
For how long? Yeah. So it was 2 years and now it's
33 years ago.
whoa,
Hold on.
33.
33 years ago that he's kept up this charade, this lie.
We're
This,
leaving tomorrow, honey.
Exactly. How dare you?
oh, geez.
So I have a degree in interior architecture. I owned a flower shop in town.
Oh,
I do
cool.
event coordination. That's how I ended up with Exceptional.
Gotcha.
Crazy story.
Yeah, because when I Googled you, it came up with a flower shop.
Exactly.
Okay.
What was it called?
Fortuna Floral.
Fortuna.
And it's still
Floral.
in town. Chuyita. Hi, Chuyita.
Hi.
She does the most incredible work.
Okay.
So she took it over. And I was hired by Exceptional
Mhm.
to do their ribbon cutting.
Oh, okay.
They wanted me to
Oh,
coordinate
so
their
because-
ribbon cutting.
Because
like
you're
the
doing,
marketing
yeah,
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did the ribbon cutting. A month later, they call and ask if I knew anybody in town who would want to do, like local person who would want to be their community liaison. I said, I'm sure I do. Hold on. I'll get back to you. Phone call the next morning. She said, we've been thinking, why don't you do it? And I was like, oh, no, thank you.
No, you
I'm
told them no.
I thought you were
huh?
gonna be like, yeah, I'll call you right back. It's me. You didn't want to do
tapped.
it.
No, I'm tapped.
Oh.
I had so many irons in the fire in
Mhm.
different ways. I was like, I'm tapped.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am.
So how did you end up saying
Yeah,
yes?
like what?
Well, so as I was doing their ribbon cutting, the day before we had to, erect a tent, the whole 9 yards. They really went all out on that. I got so sick.
Oh,
So I went over to the hospital. I thought, well, why not? I'm right here.
Yeah, they can help me.
And they had no idea who I was because
Oh.
I'd never even been in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
Walk in. I was seen, given a steroid shot, tested for everything possible, out the door, 45 minutes.
Wow, that's why I love that place. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And
It's
I mean,
so
and
fast.
it wasn't like I was slighted.
Mhm.
It was this, moment. So started thinking about it and I called him back and I said, let's talk.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Over 2 years ago, here I am.
Wow.
Oh, so 2 years ago. So then you gave up the flower shop? Is
I
that
did.
who'd you give a shout
wow.
out to? Chuyita?
Chuyita,
Chuyita.
Maria de Jesus. I forget her last name.
Oh, it's all
Chewy,
right.
I'm sorry.
Chewy.
Yeah.
We'll call her Chewy.
But you-
Chewy.
So she took over the flower shop, and you
She
said,
took over the
"I'm gonna,"
flower
because
shop.
you got to get rid of some of these irons. You
Was
got
that
a bunch
hard?
in the
Was
fire.
that hard for you? Did you love the flower shop? Like, was that your passion?
Interior architecture is my passion. But with it, when you're on that creative side of your brain,
Yeah.
you can mesh anything.
Yeah.
So, I still get to do my little reach outs, my community outreaches,
Mm-hmm.
and be creative with,
Mhm.
with the hospital.
So creativity. That's your jazz to
It
take
is
from Steve earlier.
creativity, and I love to share with the community, like the hospital, and all the good that it does,
Yeah.
and what it offers, and
Mhm.
So tell me
strengthen it.
tell me the difference between Exceptional and like a YRMC, or it's not called YRMC anymore. Sorry,
Yeah.
Onvita.
Well,
Is there a
they
big
have-
difference?
The biggest difference is they have many more services than we do.
Mm.
We're small.
Okay.
And so when you said that you cater towards rural areas, is it
Mhm.
because like it's over here, so it takes a long time to drive over there to the hospital? Is it kind of that type of thing, or is it
rural? As in, we have one in Maricopa.
Okay.
We just
like the counties? Is that like
Eloy, just areas, that rural towns
Yeah.
that don't have. So
Like you're kind of
have-
separated from the main hospital,
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
like out here in the foothills. Yeah.
So it
exactly.
needed. Well, we still get a lot of in-town people because
Mm.
of exceptional service.
Yeah.
Shorter
Sure.
wait times. We really do treat you like family. You don't get lost in
Mhm.
the shuffle per se.
Yeah.
And not saying anything bad
Sure.
about all of the medical services in town, because I just had surgery and it was great.
Yeah. She walked in here with a boot.
Yes.
You have a boot on
Yes.
your foot.
Yes. So exceptional discovered my problem. And
Mm.
Dr. Kravitz, he took care of it.
Got
And
it.
he's part
Gotcha.
of the Onvita program. So we
Mhm.
don't offer surgery, but we are building. If you ever noticed, there is a building going up behind us,
Mhm.
and that's our surgery center.
Oh, you are.
oh, so you're gonna
soon.
open up a little something?
Wow.
Yes.
So do you, actually let's take a quick break,
Okay.
and then we'll find out like what the original plan was coming to Yuma, if you know a little bit about that.
I do.
All right. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to What's Up Yuma Radio right here on 94.7 KOFA Border Radio.
Blood services provider Vitalant is hosting blood drives at Yuma locations on an ongoing basis. Daily personal emergencies and ongoing medical needs of thousands of patients require a constant and ready blood supply. Donations of all blood types, especially O, are needed. Locations, dates, and appointments at donors.vitalant.org.
Hi, I'm Pat Mitchell-Worley, and this week on Beale Street Caravan, we'll have multi-instrumentalist Paul Taylor and Three Springs live on Beale Street Caravan.
Thursday evening at 7 on KOFA Border Radio 94.7 FM.
A low pressure system is heading this way from the west coast, bringing some gusting winds. In Flagstaff, it's sunny and breezy with a high near 69 degrees. Winds could gust up to 25 miles per hour. Clear tonight with a low of 39. In Prescott, it's sunny and breezy with a high of 77. Clear tonight with a low of 50. In Kingman, it's partly cloudy with a high near 82 degrees. Winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour. Clear tonight with a low of 60. Yuma's going up to 95 degrees. Clear tonight with a low of 71.
Arizona Western College will host a Katrinas and Katrines competition starting at 3 on October 30th in the breezeway of the 3C building on AWC's Yuma campus. Whether competing in attire or simply admiring the artistry, this celebration of Mexican tradition is open to everyone. Complete information is under events at azwestern.edu.
What's up, Yuma? Welcome back to What's Up Yuma Radio. We are here with Lisa from Exceptional Community Hospital. And so I left off, I wanted to know, like, so what, rural areas, what was the original plan coming to Yuma?
I mean, plain and simply to offer more exceptional care to the community of Yuma. Our COO came and noticed that, there was just, they needed more help, that Yuma needed more medical help, that Yuma in general needed more, we like to say more choices.
Gotcha. So where are you based out of?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay. Because you mentioned the owner listens to the show.
Yes.
Right. And he's in Texas.
What's his name?
Dallas. Saeed Mabobi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Shout out. What's up, man? Hi. If you're
Thanks for listening
Yeah,
all the way over there.
Yeah. Saeed is our COO and he's here quite frequently. Yeah. So we have a very active corporate leadership.
So you said it's a community liaison. What is your role typically day to day?
I am trying to make that connection with our community. Lots of health fairs, radio stations. Me personally, I'm not really a marketer per se. I'm more of reaching out, making sure that everybody knows about Exceptional, and I'm all about community partnerships.
So what does that look like? What does a community partnership look like with a hospital?
We have, Greater Yuma Water Safety Alliance. We're part of that.
What is that?
The Greater Yuma Water Safety Alliance, that is the prevention of drowning. That's through the city of Yuma.
That's important. Yeah.
Right. We are offering free CPR classes to the community.
Oh, cool. I love that.
Yes. We have a few of those coming up. We have a large one coming up in December. That's CPR and first aid. So just, making sure that all of that is, I'm out there to show who we are and to bring you guys, you're now community partners, because we're working together. So I like to work together and not only promote the hospital, but also just the different groups within Yuma that do well for Yuma.
So you're involved with the Chamber of Commerce, stuff like
absolutely.
that. Gotcha. And I think I originally, you talked to me on Instagram, but I met you, I believe it was at I don't know the full name
Yuma
of it.
County Anti-Drug Coalition.
There you go.
Yeah, and we're part of that as well.
And you're part of that as a resource.
Yes.
Tell us about that and your involvement with them.
We just promote, drug addiction is so huge
Mm-hmm.
that I'm all about promoting, the safety of that, and and whatever they have going on, we try to be partners with them and promote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So do you guys see some of those cases coming into the hospital,
sure.
like
I'm sure.
overdoses, stuff like that?
All the
For
time,
sure.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And
For sure.
prevention is definitely the way to go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's one of those things, it never say never, because it
Mhm.
can happen. It can happen to you. I have lots of personal stories on that as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So, families, you might be okay, but
Yeah.
it can sneak up and get you. So I'm a very proud member of the Yuma County Anti-Drug Coalition.
That's awesome.
So how long have you been a member of that?
I want to say right as soon as they started.
As soon as they started, you knew that that's something that was important to you?
Very important. Very important. Yes. So we participate through the hospital with that a lot. Last year for the Red Ribbon Week,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember that date. I should know. They supplied red shirts for our complete staff, and we had a big news
Mhm.
broadcast out there.
Oh, nice.
So KYMA came out. It was really nice.
Mhm.
What are
Just
some of
promoting.
like the sorry to change the subject.
you're
I'm
fine.
curious, what are some of like the special in-house services that you guys offer that people might be surprised by?
Well, we're a full emergent hospital, so emergency room, but we also, what most people are surprised at is that we do have in-house.
Hmm.
So say you're sick and you need to, spend the night like a regular hospital.
Yes.
You become an inpatient.
Mm.
Okay.
So we do have inpatient services. We have a full laboratory.
I think that's what I was surprised at,
Mhm.
that they were like, oh, like we'll just run the labs real fast. I'm like, what do you
Yes.
mean you don't have to send them out?
Nope.
You know?
We have our own laboratory, radiology department, lab radiology. We're tele-heart health. So everything, eventually I think everything's going to be teleheart.
Yeah.
Right. We do have our own hospitalist.
Mm.
We're pretty sufficient. We don't, like I said, as of right now, we do not have surgical capabilities. And we know our scope of services.
Mhm.
If it's something that needs to be, taken to other hospitals, if we need to get you, transferred, then we will.
Okay,
and
cool.
that's a part of it too. I see there's a helicopter or
Yes.
something that goes out of there. So what's that all about?
That's if you're there, we have our own teleport. So
That's cool.
So the helicopter comes in, we
Mhm.
load you up, and we send you to wherever, whatever hospital. It's kind of an intricate thing that people
Mhm.
really don't understand, which hospitals take people.
Oh, so you
the
got to
different
know for like,
degrees.
That's right.
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like my dad had to be flown to Phoenix. I watched
Yeah.
the whole process happen. It's
So did mine.
very crazy.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. So we have Life Care that does ours, and they're incredible community partners as well, which
Mhm.
they love to. We need to get him in here to speak to you guys, because you'd be shocked at all of this.
So is that's they're pilots that are here, right?
Mhm.
And they have it. Is that the one over off of 32nd, or where are
You
they
know,
located?
You
don't know? Okay.
I don't know that they have one. I think that they just put their helicopters, they store them somewhere. But I mean, they're so busy, and they're local pilots.
Yeah, I think I've
They're
met some of
local
the pilots.
They're great.
Yeah, really good guys. I think I've met some of
And
them.
women. There's
Yeah.
some great,
Awesome.
there's some great women involved too. I mean, it's another, Yuma, which I never knew medically. Yuma is so blessed to have such great care locally.
Mhm.
Mhm.
We really are.
Yeah, absolutely. So events. So one of the things you wanted to talk to me about, you have an event coming up. So
do.
before we get to that event, how important are events and reaching out to the community that way to you?
Again, it's all about partnerships for me. I love to showcase all of our community partners, and just having people come
Mhm.
and feel comfortable and, enjoy. I
Mhm.
know it's a crazy thing to have an event in a parking lot of a hospital, but that's who we are. We're a community hospital.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So what other events have you had? Or
Oh goodness. We have had a chamber mixer there.
okay,
We've had which we will again in February have a heart fair.
Mhm.
what is the heart fair? What is that?
Heart fair. So February is Heart Health Month. So we have
okay.
local agencies, community partners come and offer free to everybody to show, give you a little bit of insight on what,
So you get
heart
kind
health is.
of checked out a little bit too, or
We
like
offer blood pressure testing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so you can come get free
Nice.
blood pressure testing and then hear what other agencies in town offer.
Mm-hmm. So you bring them all together, and it's like somebody maybe they have some questions about some stuff, or
Yes, we're
like
all
I'm
there.
getting this pain or something,
Yep.
and they could go to that.
Mhm.
So was that pretty successful?
It was nice. It was the first annual for us. Just like this will be, since I've only been there over 2 years, I have a lot of first annuals and everything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything's been great. We
Yeah.
had the teddy bear clinic, which we will do again.
What is that one?
That was
Mm.
my favorite so far. So kids come in with their teddy bears or their stuffed animal
Mhm.
and they pretend like they're the doctors. And so
Aw.
they're able to take
How
blood
cute.
pressure,
Oh.
how to administer shots, how to wash your hands.
Mhm.
It's one of the things to just like ease the mind of children. So it's not such
Yeah.
a traumatic thing because it's
Oh
scary.
well, yeah, it's
Oh,
very
yeah.
scary
It's
if
scary
you're a
for
kid.
me.
Yeah, it's scary
likes
for
it?
anybody, right? And then
Yeah.
imagine being a kid. So this is
Right.
your way
Yeah.
to kind of like
Ease
hey,
that.
yeah, like this is, and that makes
Right.
it fun for them, and then so they can get familiar with it. And if they
Mhm.
have to visit it, God
Exactly.
forgive,
Yeah.
forbid, but they have to. It's like, oh, this is where I was with the
It's
teddy
comfortable.
bear.
That's where I
Gotcha.
got that really good muffin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. They gave me a balloon.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Stuff like that.
And so you have a Halloween event coming up.
We do. It's our first annual trunk or treat. I have a barrage of different community partners that are coming in there. Everybody's so excited.
You can name some. It's fine.
I'll name them, but I have
Yeah.
to read. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
that's
a
all
lot.
right.
Well, first of all, it's October 29th from 5:30 to 8 p.m.
Mhm.
at the hospital, 2648 South Araby Road. It will be in our parking lot.
Mhm.
We'll be well lit and we'll have extra security there to make sure that
Mhm.
everybody's safe.
Mhm.
Let's see. You can come in costume if you'd like. I'll be in costume. So if you
Oh,
want
cool.
to.
What do you do? What are you going as? Do you know already?
I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
am going as Alcatraz prisoner.
Oh, okay.
So how does that look
I got
different
the
than
whole. I got the whole
like-
Alcatraz. Yeah.
I
it's
love-
just-
Okay, I can't
We're
wait
just
to
gonna have to see it. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys should come.
Yeah.
It should be fun. So let me name some of them. We have
Okay.
let's see, Jay's Party Shop, Eddie's Food and Drink, Kids Cuddle Kit Closet, Children's Museum of Yuma County, Canyon State Water, Keller Williams Realty, and they have they're sending Dulce Gutierrez and Kelsey Pitts,
Mm.
Border Grinds, Yuma Nursing Center and Rehab, Hollis Brothers, Autumn and Elk, Yuma Candle Company, Life Care Center of Yuma, Precision Protective Services, Yuma Rehabilitation Hospital, and Napa Auto Parts.
So, and these are
Wow.
some of your community partners that come
Yep.
together for this event.
Yeah,
So they're going to be there with a trunk.
with the trunk.
candy.
Well, I'm thinking we may have and everybody's going to decorate.
Uh-huh.
So it's kind of everybody's very excited.
Yeah,
Probably
Halloween
do
is very
tables
exciting.
rather than cars.
Oh,
but-
okay.
So you have more options to decorate.
That's
but
true.
we'll have like a craft for kids as well. So they'll be able to do
Mhm.
a craft while they're there. We will also have a great backdrop decorated so you can,
Take
Take pictures. Yeah, for sure.
So you're going to be a
Yes.
costume
Yeah, get your
contest?
costume.
yes, secretly, yes.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's one of those things. I don't know how many because it is right before Halloween. If you want to get your kids, dressed up twice, but I know when I had children and mine are very grown now,
Mhm.
it seemed like Halloween night was so stressful.
Mm.
So stressful that I never remembered to take a good picture because everybody was in.
Oh, so you
uptight.
do it. Maybe
Hurry and eat and let's go
Yes.
trick or
do
treat.
it a night before or
Right.
something.
Right? Yeah. So if we do it on the 29th, we'll have a good backdrop and then you have that memory. And then
Yeah.
on Halloween night, you can just, if you forget to take the picture,
Who
then
cares
we're
about?
good.
Yeah, all of that.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And you have one event. We got 30 seconds. You said one more.
That's it. Oh,
No, the November. You allowed to talk about that one yet?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah, she
We're not
didn't want
gonna
to talk about it.
That's
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Not yet.
I gotcha.
Here, I'll be
It's
back
a
to talk
secret.
about
You guys
that.
got to tune back in
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
to find
So-
out what it
will-
is.
We will be back. but
Okay,
it's
so we'll
definitely a
leave people on
community.
suspense
You're
then.
gonna be like,
Yes.
what's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna
You'll
know.
find out.
Yeah,
She'll
you'll
be back
find
and
out.
talk about it.
I will.
All right. So thank you for being with us. I appreciate it. Good
thank
luck at your
you.
event.
You're
Thank you
awesome.
so
Thank you so
much.
much.
And did you get a new script? I didn't.
No.
We're
going off the old
just
one.
going off the old one. All right. This is what we do. What's Up Yuma Radio is a production of KAWC. We broadcast from the studios in the Matador Activity Center at Arizona Western College in Yuma. We want to thank our engineer, Talon Gonzalez, along with Anthony Arnales, Dave Reek, and Cecilia.
And you can find out more about KAWC at kawc.org, on Facebook at KAWC Radio, and on the KAWC app. And stay tuned following our program for KOFA Midday Music.
And tomorrow's guest is going to be City Councilman Chris Morris.
Whoa.
He's going to be on, as well as Stephen Garnica from Hidden Valley Strength.
Awesome. And you can listen to the podcast version of our program and past episodes at kawc.org/podcast/What's Up Yuma Radio, and email us at whatsupyumaradio@gmail.com.
Yeah, and make sure you email us if you want to get on. That's the best way to do it.
We need guests. We
Yeah,
love
so
our
if
guests.
you want to be a guest on there, send an email, because I heard some of our emails are going to spam. So if you
Check
got
your
an email,
spam folder.
check your spam folder. I don't know why it does that.
We're spam.
I know. All right, see you guys tomorrow.
Bye.